50 clearly isn't going to let bygones be bygones with Diddy. In fact, in a series of Instagram posts, he has been coming at Diddy back to back, revealing videos that could put Diddy in trouble. See, it ain't news that Fifth has been throwing hints left and right, saying Diddy been playing foul and engaging in suspicious acts all this while.
It's a fruit pie. I'm telling you, look, later you gonna find out a little that I be saying, man.
And now, with Diddy really taking the heat from the FBI for sex abuse and misconduct, Diddy's revelations is tinder for the fire, and Diddy could potentially end up in jail. 50 Cent exposes Diddy as a sex trafficker.
He said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
The animosity between Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Sean Diddy Combs isn't a sudden eruption, but rather a smoldering conflict that has been brewing for years. The origins of their discord can be traced back to professional rivalries and personal slights that have festered in the public eye. As moguls in the hip-hop industry, both 50 Cent and Diddy built empires that often competed for the same throne of influence and success. The tension escalated when 50 Cent's ex, Daphne Joy, became entangled in a legal battle with Diddy, further fueling the fire of their feud. The lawsuit, which named Joy in allegations of misconduct, seemed to hit a nerve with 50 Cent, who took to social media to voice his unfiltered thoughts. The situation reached a boiling point when Homeland Security investigations conducted a large-scale raid on Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
The raids were part of a sex trafficking investigation that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Although Diddy was not arrested and no charges were pressed at the time, the gravity of the situation was not lost on 50 Cent, who saw it as an opportunity to publicly confront his rival. As the news of the raid broke, 50 Cent was quick to react, using his platform to comment on the allegations and the investigation. His response was not just a commentary on the event, but a continuation of a saga that has captivated fans and critics alike. As the news of the Homeland Security raid on Diddy's homes hit the headlines, 50 Cent, known for his unapologetic and often controversial social media presence, wasted no time in making his voice heard. His initial reaction came through a post on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, where he shared screenshots of news reports about the raids with a cryptic message. Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case. Not content with just social media jabs, 50 Cent announced that his production company, Green Light Gang, was set to produce a documentary titled Diddy Do It, which promised to delve into the allegations against Combs. He hyped up the project with a post saying, "This is gonna break records when this drop. Green Light Gang, you know the vibes." The intensity of 50 Cent's comments didn't wane as he continued to post about the situation. He shared photos of himself with captions that took direct aim at Daphne Joy, referring to her as a sex worker, a claim she has publicly denied. These posts were not only an attack on Diddy, but also seemed to reignite personal issues between 50 Cent and his ex. As the week progressed, 50 Cent's focus remained on the scandal, sharing a clip from the MSNBC show The Readout discussing another alleged incident involving Diddy. He used this as an opportunity to further ridicule the situation with a caption suggesting that refusing Diddy's advances could lead to professional repercussions. Each post by 50 Cent was more than just a comment on the raid. It was a strategic move in a chess game of public perception, with 50 Cent casting himself as the provocateur-in-chief. His relentless approach to the unfolding drama ensured that his perspective on the Diddy raid was clear, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore. In the wake of the Homeland Security raid and 50 Cent's relentless commentary, the camp surrounding Sean Diddy Combs was quick to respond. Diddy's attorney, Aaron Dyer, vehemently criticized the raid, describing it as a gross overuse of military-level force and dismissing it as a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. This strong statement was an attempt to counteract the negative publicity and assert Diddy's stance against the allegations. Amidst this legal turmoil, 50 Cent's remarks on social media played a pivotal role in shaping public perception. His posts, laden with sarcasm and accusations, painted a picture of Diddy that aligned with the most sensational aspects of the allegations. By labeling Daphne Joy as a sex worker and mocking the situation with memes and captions, 50 Cent contributed to a narrative that was as damaging as it was captivating to the public eye. The influence of 50 Cent's commentary cannot be understated. In an era where social media often dictates the court of public opinion, his words carried weight, potentially swaying the thoughts and beliefs of of his millions of followers. Whether he intended to seek justice, settle personal scores, or simply stir the pot, the impact was undeniable. 50 is not the only one who has been very laid and vocal about the recent cases against Diddy. Diddy's former employees and artists who he worked with have also come out publicly to call out Diddy for his past actions. One of such people is Gene Deal.
The situation is that, bruh, this was some spiritual that Pop, the spirit of Pop, the spirit of Big, the spirit of Miss Jones, the spirit of Wolf, all the people that he has done wrong, so Black, all the people that he has done wrong, bruh, is coming to light.
In a poignant and emotionally charged interview, Gene Deal, the former bodyguard of Sean Diddy Combs, shared his insights and reactions to recent lawsuits and allegations surrounding the hip-hop mogul. The conversation, which took place on a widely respected platform, began with Deal expressing his thoughts on a lawsuit against Diddy, but quickly shifted focus to a more pressing issue that captured Deal's attention and concern. Deal recounted an encounter with a story that deeply moved him, a claim filed against Diddy by Tiffany Reed.
My man, it touched me crazy, man, because the hurt that I seen in her voice, in her she crying, man, and she worrying about what this dude could do to her and what he has done to her.
Reed, identified as a friend of Cassie and a talented music writer, has accused Diddy of actions that have left her living in fear. Deal described the visible pain and fear in Reed's voice, emphasizing the emotional toll these allegations have taken on her. According to Deal, Reed's distress is not just about the legal battle, but stems from a deeper spiritual conflict. In an impassioned plea, Deal expressed his support for Reed and all individuals who have felt wronged or threatened by Diddy. He conveyed a powerful message of spiritual victory, claiming that the spirits of notable figures such as Biggie Smalls, Notorious Big, Tupac Shakur, Tupac, and others who have allegedly been wronged by Diddy are on their side. For Deal, this battle transcends the physical and financial aspects, touching upon a profound spiritual justice. Deal extended an offer of support to Reed, emphasizing his readiness to assist her in any way possible, highlighting his unwavering courage and determination to stand up against intimidation and fear. He reiterated his stance of not fearing any man, projecting a message of resilience and solidarity. The interview revealed not only the specific allegations made by Tiffany Reed, but also shed light on a broader issue of alleged misconduct and intimidation within the music industry. Deal's statements provide a stirring reminder of the ongoing struggles individuals face when going up against powerful figures in the industry, underscoring the importance of spiritual strength and community support in the face of adversity. In an extension of his eye-opening interview, Gene Deal, a former bodyguard for Sean Diddy Combs, continues to shed light on serious allegations against the music mogul. His detailed account touches on patterns of behavior and tactics allegedly employed by Diddy to manipulate and control individuals within the music industry. Deal shared a recent case where an artist, only a couple of years removed from working with Diddy, filed a lawsuit detailing unsettling experiences. This artist, unlike others who may have waited decades, took swift action against Diddy, aiming to expose what he perceived as injustices and manipulative practices. According to Deal, the lawsuit contains accounts that eerily echo his observations of Diddy's behavior, including attempts to place individuals in compromising sexual situations.
He said that Diddy said he was having sexual relationship with Stevie J. So all I can say is this, man. If two men lay down, how many homos get up?
Two.
In my book.
A significant portion of the conversation revolved around a specific instance cited in the lawsuit where a female allegedly attempted to coerce an artist into engaging in sexual acts in Diddy's presence.
And then when he came out the bathroom, she continued to try to do that and try to have wanted him to have in front of Diddy.
This tactic, as Deal explained, seemed to be part of a larger strategy to lower the artist's guard through the involvement of women they may be attracted to or think they like.
That's how they do, man. They try to use a girl that you might like or you may think you might like, or they think you might like her or whatever, to convince you to lay down your guards with them. And he didn't.
Deal further elaborated on past incidents that align with the pattern described in the lawsuit, including attempts to embroil artists in sexual scenarios that could be used for coercion or blackmail. He recalled conversations and situations that hinted at Diddy's broader strategy of leveraging sexual situations to exert control over artists and industry figures. One of the most shocking claims Deal discussed involves allegations from the lawsuit that Diddy's son Justin was implicated in procuring underage girls for parties. Deal speculated on the plausibility gravity of such allegations, noting the allure of the celebrity lifestyle to young individuals and the possibility of them sneaking into parties. The lawsuit also alleges that Diddy promised career advancement, specifically a Grammy Award, in exchange for participating in homosexual acts. Deal expressed disbelief and concern over the level of influence and power Diddy purportedly wields, questioning the mechanisms through which such promises could be made or fulfilled. Another former Diddy associate who has also come out to publicly testify against Diddy and grant interviews talking about Diddy's parties and how he used these parties to control and manipulate other artists in the industry is Mark Curry.
I think he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. That's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. That's what comes with, what makes him.
Mark Curry, a former Bad Boy Records artist, has recently brought forward a series of claims against Sean Diddy Combs amidst a backdrop of recent lawsuits involving the music mogul. Curry's allegations shed light on what he perceives as systemic issues within Diddy's business practices, particularly focusing on the treatment of artists and financial mismanagement. At the core of Curry's claims is the assertion that Diddy has engaged in exploitative practices against his artists, an issue that has been a recurring theme in the music industry, but one that gains particular prominence given Diddy's stature and influence. Curry alleges that Diddy's Bad Boy Records, once a beacon of success and innovation in the hip-hop world, has been marred by contractual discrepancies, unfair revenue sharing, and a lack of transparency, leaving artists undercompensated and in the dark about their financial rights. Curry specifically highlights the contractual obligations that bind artists to the label, often characterized by long-term commitments with little room for negotiation or exit. These contracts, according to Curry, are structured in a way that heavily favors the label, with artists receiving a minuscule percentage of the profits from their music, tours, and merchandise. This disparity in revenue distribution, Curry argues, contradicts the image of empowerment and success that Diddy has cultivated over the years. Furthermore, Curry delves into the recent lawsuits filed against Diddy, pointing out that these legal battles are symptomatic of a larger systemic problem within Diddy's business empire and Diddy himself. Curry believes Diddy is currently being humbled by these recent lawsuits and allegations.
All of that's happening right now because he's tarnishing his own image. What I think is just it's what I call is a character assassination that's going on right now. So it's just another form to silence a man, to humble a person. You know how sometimes you gotta humble somebody?
He also suggests that these lawsuits are not isolated incidents, but rather part of a pattern of behavior that prioritizes profit over the well-being and career longevity of artists. Curry's narrative is bolstered by accounts from other artists and insiders, painting a picture of an environment where financial success for the label often comes at the expense of the creative and economic freedom of its artists. In detailing his claims, Curry also mentions the lack of support for artists beyond their financial grievances. He touches upon the mental and emotional toll that such exploitative practices can take on artists, many of whom enter the industry with dreams of artistic expression and financial independence. According to Curry, the realization that their careers are being managed in a manner that prioritizes the label's interests over their own can lead to disillusionment and, in some cases, serious mental health issues. The narrative that emerges from Curry's allegations is one of disillusionment with the industry and a call for change. He advocates for more equitable business practices, where artists are treated as partners rather than mere assets, and where their contributions are recognized both creatively and financially. Curry's insights into the legal and financial mechanisms at play within Diddy's empire serve as a cautionary tale for aspiring artists and a call to action for industry reform. While Curry's claims are specific to his experiences and observations within Bad Boy Records, they resonate with broader discussions about artist rights, fair compensation, and the power dynamics at play in the music industry. His allegations against Diddy and the details he has revealed about the inner workings of the label contribute to an ongoing conversation about the need for transparency, fairness, and respect in artist-label relationships. Diddy's home raids and investigations by the FBI. The recent police and FBI raids on homes belonging to Sean Diddy Combs have caught widespread media attention.
Federal agents carried out a parallel search at Diddy's home in Miami.
Law enforcement sources told ABC News they found guns in both locations and seized multiple electronic devices as federal prosecutors in New York work to corroborate allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking from several of Diddy's accusers.
These operations are part of an ongoing investigation into serious allegations against the music music mogul.
Music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs has faced 4 different lawsuits in recent weeks alleging sexual assault and abuse, all of which he has denied.
The raids targeted Diddy's luxurious residences in Los Angeles and Miami, highlighting the severity of the federal scrutiny he is under. Despite the high-profile nature of these raids, it remains unclear if Diddy is the direct focus of the investigations, but from all speculations, he is. During one of the operations, video footage captured from a helicopter revealed several individuals, including Diddy's 2 sons, being handcuffed outside his property. Interestingly, Diddy also owns a home in Atlanta, Georgia, which has been sitting vacant for years and was not part of the raids. In the wake of the raids, there has been much speculation regarding Diddy's whereabouts. His private jet, a Gulfstream Aerospace GVSP registered to Love Air LLC, was notably absent from online flight tracking platforms following the raids. However, TMZ reported the jet was spotted in Antigua around the time news of the raids broke, though Diddy was not on board. Diddy made his first public appearance after the raids at a golf club in Miami with his twin daughters. Diddy faces a series of sexual assault allegations, including accusations from music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who filed a lawsuit alleging repeated unsolicited groping and sexual encounters arranged by Diddy. Another lawsuit from December claims Diddy was involved in a sex trafficking scheme, alleging he and 2 associates gang raped a 17-year-old girl in 2003. Various individuals in the media have also shared negative experiences with Diddy, further compounding the scrutiny on him. Despite these serious allegations, Diddy has not been charged with a crime and has vehemently denied all accusations against him. In addition to these allegations, a lawsuit with R&B singer Cassie, settled in November, accused Diddy of trafficking, raping, and beating her over a decade. Cassie described being drawn into Diddy's ostentatious, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle shortly after they met, marking a long and troubling pattern of abuse, The Independent. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the rap music industry, Lil Rod Jones has filed a lawsuit against music mogul Diddy. This legal action stems from allegations of copyright infringement, breach of contract, and financial mismanagement, raising questions about artist rights and industry practices. As the legal battle unfolds, the implications for both artists and the wider music industry are under intense scrutiny. Lil Rod Jones, an emerging force in rap with a rapidly growing fan base, and Diddy, a veteran with decades of influence, have had a complex relationship. Once seen as potential collaborators, the duo's dynamic took a sharp turn, leading to this legal showdown. Their journey from mutual respect to legal adversaries encapsulates the often volatile nature of the music business, where disputes over creative ownership and financial arrangements are not uncommon. At the heart of Jones's lawsuit is the accusation that Diddy exploited his position to unlawfully profit from Jones's work without fair compensation or credit. Specifically, Jones alleges that Diddy, through his record label, misappropriated beats, lyrics, and melodies from Jones's unreleased tracks, integrating them into chart-topping songs without acknowledgement or financial recompense. Legal experts point to the complexity of copyright law in the music industry, emphasizing the difficulty of proving such allegations. However, Jones's legal team has presented compelling evidence, including studio recordings, emails, and witness testimonies, to support their claim. One controversial aspect of the lawsuit is the alleged breach of a verbal agreement between Jones and Diddy, where the latter reportedly promised extensive promotion and creative freedom in exchange for exclusivity. Jones argues that not only were these promises unfulfilled, but Diddy's actions directly stifled his career growth. Diddy's legal defense counters that the disputed material was not unique and that Jones's claims are overreaching, suggesting that the elements in question fall under the umbrella of common musical components not subject to copyright protection. Furthermore, they argue that any similarities between works are coincidental, a stance that has drawn skepticism from some legal analysts. The compensation sought by Jones is substantial, aiming not only for financial damages, but also for a reevaluation of royalties, rights, and acknowledgments on all affected works. The case has ignited a debate within the legal community about the balance between protecting artists' rights and fostering creative collaboration. In a deeply concerning turn of events, the lawsuit also encompasses allegations of personal misconduct by Diddy, as claimed by Lil Rod Jones. According to legal documents, Jones has accused Diddy of sexual abuse, an allegation that has not only shocked fans and industry insiders, but also brought to light the need for a serious conversation about personal boundaries, consent, and the power dynamics within the music industry.
In a 79-page lawsuit filed by a music producer who claims to have worked with and lived with Sean Combs for a period of time, alleges there were underage girls, hidden cameras, and sexual harassment at his home, all of which Combs denies.
While these allegations form a part of the legal battle between Lil Rod Jones and Diddy, it is crucial to note that they are allegations at this stage. The legal process is designed to ascertain the truth, ensuring that all parties' rights are protected until a fair judgment is reached. Both the accuser and the accused are entitled to a presumption of innocence until proven otherwise. Diddy's representatives have categorically denied these allegations, stating their intention to vigorously defend against them in court. They have also emphasized Diddy's long-standing commitment to ethical conduct in his personal and professional relationships. Jones alleged that during their time together, Combs engaged in behavior that was not only unprofessional, but also criminal. The accusations were explicit in detail, claiming that Combs forcibly touched and attempted or threatened to touch Jones's intimate areas. Furthermore, Jones accused Combs of using his own intimate body parts in an unauthorized manner against him. The lawsuit did not stop at allegations of sexual assault. It also described a broader pattern of illegal activities, including a sex trafficking venture that Jones claimed involved Combs and his associates. Among those implicated were Combs' 30-year-old son, Justin Dior Combs, his chief of staff, and Combs Global Enterprises. Jones's narrative extended to describe a work environment rife with the acquisition, use, and distribution of illegal substances, the provision of laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers, and instances of sexual harassment and assault by other individuals, including the actor Cuba Gooding Jr., within the circle of Combs' influence. The lawsuit sought to back these claims with what Jones described as irrefutable evidence, including hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings that allegedly captured these illegal activities. Jones was seeking $30 million in compensation for his ordeal and the unpaid labor he claimed to have endured for 13 months, amounting to thousands of hours of work. In the wake of the explosive allegations made by Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr., Sean Diddy Combs and his legal team were quick to mount a vigorous defense. Attorney Sean Holley, representing Combs, issued a statement vehemently denying the accusations. Holley branded Jones as a liar, seeking a substantial financial windfall through a $30 million lawsuit that they described as a shameless and reckless attempt to exploit Combs' fame for personal gain. The defense asserted that they possessed overwhelming and indisputable proof that Jones's claims were fabrications, complete lies concocted to generate sensational headlines. Despite their efforts to communicate this evidence to Jones's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, they claimed their attempts were met with silence, as Blackburn allegedly refused to return their calls. Combs' legal team expressed their intention to address these allegations in court and to take all appropriate actions against those who propagated them. The lawsuit against Combs did not exist in isolation. It emerged amidst a backdrop of multiple other legal challenges the mogul was facing. An anonymous accuser had previously alleged that Combs and his associates had raped her when she was 17 years old. In another case, his ex-girlfriend, the singer Cassie, accused Combs of rape, sex trafficking, and physical abuse. Cassandra Ventura, known professionally as Cassie, took legal action against Sean Diddy Combs in November, according to reports first made by the New York Times. The lawsuit brought forth allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking against Combs. Ventura's complaint details a harrowing narrative of mistreatment that began not long after their first encounter in 2005, when Ventura was just 19 years old. She described enduring physical assaults from Combs, including an incident where he kicked her in the face, and stated that in 2018 he raped her. Additionally, Ventura accused Combs of forcing her to engage in sexual acts with sex workers across various cities for his voyeuristic pleasure.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs?
You know, that he would hire these sex workers and they would have, sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what to do.
She claimed he also maintained possession of photographs and videos, despite her attempts to erase them. Friends of Cassie spoke up concerning the years of abuse and what their friend had to go through under the mogul.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak off. So all of our music, all my work, to find out that I spent all these years writing these songs for him to rape my friend to, is just disgusting.
The lawsuit also highlights how Combs, leveraging his influence and financial power, coerced Ventura into silence, with threats aimed at harming her music career from him and his team. A notable allegation includes Combs threatening to detonate Kid Cudi's vehicle due to Ventura's relationship with Cudi, a claim substantiated by a spokesperson for Kid Cudi, who confirmed the incident of the car explosion to the Times. Combs, through his attorney Ben Brafman, countered the allegations, claiming Ventura attempted to extort him for $30 million, threatening to publish a defamatory book about their relationship if he did not pay. Brafman characterized the lawsuit as a continuation of Ventura's extortion efforts, filled with baseless and outrageous lies intended to defame Combs and secure a financial settlement. On the other side, Ventura's attorney, Douglas Wigdor, argued that Combs had attempted to buy Ventura's silence, an offer she refused. The lawsuit concluded swiftly, with a settlement reached in less than a day, the terms of which were not disclosed. Ventura expressed her decision to settle as a move to conclude the matter amicably under her terms. Her public revelation and legal action against Combs have since encouraged others to come forward with their own experiences of abuse and assault, signaling a broader impact beyond the initial lawsuit. Although Combs and Cassie settled for an undisclosed amount a day after the lawsuit was filed, the pattern of allegations was becoming increasingly difficult for the public and the industry to ignore. If you enjoyed this video, click on one of the cards on your screen for more videos like this.